appreciate Jeroma Farmer Service Center. And I would also love to appreciate DFCU Bank Limited. I also appreciate Lamb Light Up Ministry. And I also appreciate Rapper FM. And also appreciate you all for being here. I'll bring apology from the LC1. He told me that he's riding from the village. He'll be here a little bit late, but he's coming. I also have apology from the mayor. He told me that he's summarizing his presentation in the council meeting, and he will be here. A guest of honor arrived this morning from Kampala. He said that you will be doing some worship. Can I have another mic? The guest of honor will be here shortly. Friends, allow me to dive into a presentation. My name's Arechu Emmanuel. I am the director of Lystra Foundation, Uganda. From the very first day, people have heard about the name Lystra. Our dear guests, I want to start by defining why Lystra Foundation. And I am honored in this wonderful occasion that our project that we are launching on the theme Youth Climate Action, Tree Planting and Sustainable Farming Initiative in Northern Uganda under an organization, Lystra Foundation. The name Lystra is inspired in the ancient Bible. It's found in the Bible, it is biblical, and the name Lystra is in reference to a town in the Bible, the hometown to where Apostle Thomas came from. You get the name Lystra in the books of Acts of the Apostle. That is where the name Lystra comes from. Lystra in the Bible was a place associated with transformation, healings, and the rise of a new beginning. And in Lystra, lives were changed, hope was restored, and the individuals were empowered to stand and walk again. Ladies and gentlemen, at Lystra Foundation, Uganda, we adopted this name to symbolize our mission, a mission to bring transformation, restoration, and empowerment to communities, especially the vulnerable in the northern region of Uganda. Just as Lystra symbolizes restoration, the project we are talking of that we are launching today, the project seeks to restore degraded land, lost tree cover, and damaged ecosystem across northern Uganda, lifting our youth from unemployment and vulnerability into active participation, leadership, and green livelihoods. Through this project, we aim to transform communities from unsustainable practice to climate-smart solutions, from dependency to self-reliance. This project is a new chapter where communities begin to rebuild not only their environment, but also their economic and social resilience. Therefore, the name Lystra Foundation Uganda is not just a title, it is a vision, and a vision of restoration, empowerment, transformation, and sustainability. Friends, as we launch this initiative today, we are bringing that vision to life by restoring our land, empowering our youth, women, and building a greener future for generations to come. Our dear guest of honor in his absentia, the esteemed guests, permit me to say that Northern Uganda has made a remarkable progress in recovery and development over these years. However, the region, which is Northern Uganda, continues to face significant environmental and economic challenges that threatens livelihood and long-term sustainability. Uganda loses an estimated over 90,000 acres of forest cover every year, largely to charcoal burning, firewood dependency, and agricultural expansion. Northern Uganda is among the most affected regions, with visible land degradation, declining soil fertility, and reduced vegetation cover. Climate variability has led to irregular rainfall patterns, prolonged dry spells, and occasional floods affecting agricultural productivity. You know, we can testify of this. The rain has just come back, and now people don't have food in their stores. People are running hungry, they are lot, and this is evident with today's climate pattern. And so we're saying over 70% of households in Northern Uganda depend on subsistence agriculture, making them highly vulnerable to environmental changes. And friends, dear guests, I want to say that the link between environmental degradation and poverty is clear. When trees are cut down, rainfall patterns change. When soil loses fertility, food production declines. And when agriculture fails, income drops and vulnerability increases. This is why Lystra Foundation Uganda has come, to launch a project in environmental conservation. Therefore, addressing environmental challenges is not optional. It is essential for economic resilience and community well-being. At Lystra Foundation Uganda, we recognize that empowering youth to take lead in environmental conservation and sustainable agriculture is one of the most effective and lasting solutions to climate changes. Our project looks forward to promoting environmental sustainability and climate resilience by empowering young people to actively participate in environmental conservation, climate change awareness, while embracing sustainable farming in selected districts in northern Uganda by 2030. As we are doing this, the key components that we target is training youth groups in environmental stewardship and leadership, conducting community sensitization and school-based climate education programs, supporting youth-led climate initiatives and innovation, distributing seedlings to households, schools, and farmers groups. And today we're saying that in the launch, some of the farmers that we visited their garden and they are ready will be able to go with part of the tree seedlings to start the planting. We also look at promoting agroforestry and fruit tree planting for both environment and economic benefits, training farmers on soil restoration and improving farming methods. When we do all this, we expect at the end of it all that we are going to transform northern Uganda, and all this will be witnessed when community adopt to climate smart agricultural practice such as mulching, composting, crop rotation, and agroforestry. We shall also witness when there is reduced resilience on unsustainable farming practice such as bush burning and over-cultivation. Increased youth leadership in local climate action initiative and advocacy platforms. Strengthen community structures and collaboration in addressing environmental challenges. Our dear guests, allow me to say that the success and sustainability of this initiative will depend on a well-structured, inclusive, and participatory implementation approach. Our strategy is designed to ensure effectiveness, accountability, and long-term community impact. This project, therefore, will be implemented through strong and coordinated partnership with key stakeholders at different levels. Call to action. Ladies and gentlemen, we call the government agency represented here, the national and local government institution, to provide policy direction and alignment with national practices on climate change, agriculture, and environmental conservation. We also call upon the government to support enforcement of environmental protection laws and sustainable land use practice, to integrate this initiative into district and sub-county development plans to ensure continuity and scale. Your leadership as the government will ensure that this initiative is not only impactful but also institutionalized. We call upon development partners to provide financial resources to expand tree planting, youth training, and sustainable agricultural activities. We also call upon development partners to offer technical expertise, innovation, and research support. We call you to support capacity building and scaling of best practices across more communities. And above all, partner in monitoring, evaluation, and knowledge sharing. Your investment will not only yield environmental benefits, but also contribute to livelihoods, food security, and economic growth in northern Uganda. To the cultural leaders, religious, and leaders at local level, we call upon you to mobilize communities to actively participate in tree planting and sustainable farming practices, promote behavior change towards environmental conservation and responsible land use. Above all, strengthen local accountability to ensure that activities are owned and sustained. Your voice and influence are critical in shaping attitudes and driving community action. The schools represented here, educational institution, we say you are not only nurturing future stewards, but we call upon you to establish and maintain school gardens and tree planting programs, integrate environmental education into learning and co-curricular activities, encourage formation of environmental clubs and student-led initiatives, promote nutrition awareness and sustainable practice among learners. Schools are not only centers of learning, they are foundations for shaping responsible citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, as I draw towards the conclusion, permit me in a special way to appreciate and recognize the government of Uganda for this, for its continued guidance, policy support, and commitment to environmental conservation and sustainable development. I also extend my sincere and heartfelt gratitude to all our partners, stakeholders, and well-wishers whose invaluable support has made this initiative a reality. Your commitment, collaboration, and belief in our vision are not only appreciated but deeply transformative. Through your contribution, whether technical, financial, or moral, you are helping to restore our environment, empowering our youth, and strengthening the resilience of our community. Together, we are not just implementing a project, we are building a foundation for a greener, healthier, and more sustainable northern Uganda. In conclusion, this initiative goes beyond tree planting. It is about restoring dignity, strengthening resilience, and securing a better future for our communities. The time to act is now. Every tree not planted, every soil not restored, and every young person not empowered represent a missed opportunity. The cost of inaction is far greater than the cost of invention. Friends, if we act today, we will secure a greener environment, stronger communities, and a more sustainable future. Together, we can transform northern Uganda into a model of sustainability and opportunity. Thank you all. I say all this for God.